Rumors are that allegedly Bravo has decided to fire 3 housewives of Potomac. Who are they? And why are they being let go? Well, I have some new information that may answer all of those questions and more right after this. What's up, kinfolk, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, do me a favor and subscribe. And if you already are subscribed, do me a favor and get notified so you'll know whenever I upload new videos to the channel. Alright, kinfolk, come on into the house. We have a lot to talk about, and it centers around rumors that allegedly Bravo is ready to fire 3 housewives of Potomac. Who are they? And why are they being let go? Well, I have some new information that may answer all of those questions and more, and here it goes. Rumors are that producers of Real Housewives of Potomac have finally made their decision, and it appears that 3 OG housewives won't be returning next season, according to Bravo and Cocktails. But who are they? A source said, "This new detail isn't surprising. This latest season of Real Housewives of Potomac, fans saw the show taking a very dark turn, much like season 9 of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Rumors behind the scenes were that allegedly production wasn't too pleased with the show's storylines, even before Robin incident started, and felt the cast needed a big shakeup." The source continued, "The storylines were stale and very criminal in many ways. Fans immediately were turned off, and executives allegedly quietly wondered how such garbage and dangerous lies made it to film. Even after everything the network went through with Candy and Phaedra and Nene and Andy, executives allegedly couldn't seem to understand why production would let such harmful antics make it to air. So the question is, which 3 OG housewives are about to get the boot? Well, industry insiders speculate that Giselle, Charisse, and Robin are about to get their walking papers. But why? First, Giselle is allegedly the most harmful to the show's future, according to those behind the scenes. While producers enjoy her as a cast-producing partner, they know that her antics have become old and noticeable to fans. Also, Giselle refuses to open up her real life to cameras, which makes it difficult for fans to see her in any positive way. Also, said the insider, the ladies have become hip to Giselle's antics and games. They understand how to fully shut her down by simply ignoring her. Without any outlandish responses, she doesn't get the scenes she wants, which makes her useless to producers. Lastly, said the source, Giselle's blatant and harmful lies about Chris was the final straw. Giselle's lies painted a bad picture for the network and put a lot of producers in legal jeopardy. That's why you saw them defending Chris and Eddie in real time with those flashbacks. Giselle may have ran her last scheme on the ladies of Potomac, ended the insider. Secondly, producers are allegedly firing Robin for her blatant disrespect to producers by hiding all of Juan's infidelities while perpetuating lies about the other ladies' husbands. Also, the podcast stunt by Robin is what sealed her firing fate, allegedly. The paywall confessional was infuriating to producers, allegedly, and feared the firing immediately. Last, Charisse. Producers feel that Charisse brought nothing to the show this season, and that it was a huge mistake having her back. They appreciate her vision for the show in the beginning, but not her presence now. Kinfolk, this is a lot, and when I got this information, I was not surprised about these alleged firings, and I wasn't surprised about Robin's alleged firing because of this reason. My sources have been telling me since this news broke about Juan cheating on Robin that Robin's head had officially been placed on the chopping block. Now, a lot of sources say that even before this season started, Robin's faith at the show was a little iffy because last season she was very lackluster, and sources say even the season before that. But, however, it was always Giselle who allegedly was her saving grace. Because Giselle had such a tight connection with the producers, they felt like in order for Giselle to be her producing best, she needed a sidekick, a safe space, and that person was Robin. However, this season, both of them have found themselves at odds with producers over this stunt. So now my sources behind the scenes are saying that Giselle no longer has that pull to keep Robin on the show. And the more we find out about this infidelity scandal with Juan, my sources behind the scenes are saying that it runs even deeper than this season. Allegedly, this all did not start last year, but it actually started right before the pandemic. And allegedly, that's why we saw Robin last season depressed and in bed. Not because of the pandemic, but because Juan's infidelities had allegedly been revealed to her. And so it seems as if Robin was hiding all of this not only this season, but last season as well. And it was infuriating behind the scenes because for 2 seasons, Robin has been perpetuating these lies about the other ladies' marriages that were very harmful to the show and very harmful to the men. So with that being said, I wasn't very surprised when I saw this blind item that Robin is being fired by Bravo allegedly. Now the next firing I was a little surprised by, and it is this. I am surprised about the alleged firing of Giselle for next season of Real Housewives of Potomac. And I asked my sources this a lot just to make sure I had all the information correct. And they all pretty much said it just does not look good for Giselle next season at Real Housewives of Potomac. Now, the reason why I was surprised and the reason why a lot of other people were surprised by this news as well is because Giselle is, as you can see, a very important producing partner with the producers. She produces a lot of the ladies and produces a lot of the scenes. Some of the biggest drama has been created by Giselle, and they have been rating hits for the network. So it would seem as if that the network would probably keep her on, but just try to reel her in a little bit. But my source is saying that ship has sailed, and it looks like Giselle is on that ship out of Potomac. Now, why could that possibly be? I think what my sources have been telling me, I think it all goes back to this podcast debacle. I think them hiding this confessional behind a paywall was, like my source is saying, very infuriating to producers and to the network because they get paid to bring that information to the show, not to their podcast, and definitely not to hide behind a paywall to get more money off of something that they're already getting paid. They're already getting paid to be doing supposedly on their own platform over at Bravo. So with that being said, I think producers may be realizing that Giselle may be a new Nene in the making. And what I mean by that is someone who if she no longer is able to get her way, may become very agitating to the network and producers the same way Nene was the season when she was allegedly let go from Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I'm hearing behind the scenes that is what they're thinking, that Giselle is on the path to becoming. So it makes sense why they probably want to nip this in the bud now. Now, Kinfolk, the other firing I'm not so surprised by, and it's because of this reason. I'm not surprised about the alleged firing of Charisse from Real Housewives of Potomac. Charisse pretty much brought nothing to this season. She didn't start getting spicy into the last 3 or 4 episodes, which if she brought that same energy throughout the entire season, she might have, been worth her weight in gold. However, I don't think Charisse earned her keep this season. Charisse is the type of person who comes off very boring. She comes out very unauthentic in front of the camera, and she just comes off as if she is above the show, or as if she's trying to keep her demeanor and her composure and her and her persona intact and not give us the real Charisse in front of cameras because she's afraid how it's going to come off to her society friends. Which is fine, but when you're on a reality TV show, you really have to let that guard down. And you really have to throw caution to the wind in order to make great television. And I think that's something that Karen has done a really good job at. So I think Charisse's biggest problem is she has one foot in reality TV and still one foot in society. And you can't serve two purposes. Or if you're going to serve two purposes, you have to compartmentalize. When you're on a reality TV show, you're giving it your all, and you're giving us TV, you're giving us drama, and you're giving us fun, Charisse. And when you get back into society, you're giving prim and proper Charisse to your friends and to your community. That's one way you can have it both, but I don't think Charisse is interested in that juggling act. Which is fine, but it's just not good for the Real Housewives of Potomac. And I think that once they let her go, they can bring in more vibrant, more energetic housewives into the fold that will really make us really forget about Charisse, but in a good way. Now, Kinfolk, the last part of this rumor that I do find interesting that a lot of my sources are saying behind the scenes is this. A lot of my sources are saying that, Potomac is in desperate need of a shakeup. And I found that kind of surprising because this was season 7, I believe. And, they've been pretty good. I think the drama has been pretty good. It's been consistent. I think the drama has taken a dark turn. But when they say a cash shakeup, I think it took me by surprise that they need a big cash shakeup. Like, get rid of Robin, Charisse, yeah, definitely. But a big cash shakeup is adding Giselle into that fold. Now, if you are to believe this rumors, because right now it's all alleged information and speculation, it makes you wonder what else happened behind the scenes that we don't know about that caused such a big uproar and a big cash shakeup. Now, I will say this. I think that at the end of the day, Atlanta was the pretense and the reference they looked at in terms of how a reality TV show, especially a Housewives show, can go from here to here real quick. And I think they may have seen some of those makings. We remember how dark the Real Housewives of Atlanta got for Phaedra and Kandi, and how they pretty much didn't recover up until this upcoming season, which was almost 5 years later. So with that being said, I do think that they are being very cautious over at the network. And if these rumors are true, I do think it is a move in the right direction. And I think it's a move in the right direction simply because of this. If you let go of Giselle and Robin, especially, I think it's a good move because it erases this president out of the equation. Like, you allow Robin and Giselle to conspire to hide Robin's true, real storyline, all the while allowing them to just blatantly lie on other husbands on the show, which caused great harm to their careers and their personal lives and their mental health. If you don't get rid of them, then you set a precedent that all chips are off the table. Anything goes. And so what that means is things are going to get more outlandish. Things are going to get more dark because these ladies are trying to keep these spots on these shows. They're trying to keep these checks coming in. And when there's no holds bars, they're going to do any and everything they can do to make great TV. Now, you will get good ratings out of them, yeah, but at the end of the day, fans will get tired of it, the same way we got tired of it at Real Housewives of Atlanta, and you can only operate on such an extreme level for so long, maybe 1 or 2 seasons, and then everyone is going to start turning off, because what's going to happen is, you're going to allow these ladies to just run amok, and then instead of letting go of just 2 for their indiscretions, you're going to find yourself probably having to let go of 4, maybe even 5, because you're letting this drama get so out of hand that the ladies just can't come back from it, especially with the fans and with the network. But Kinfolk, I want to know what you guys think. If you are to believe this rumor, and it's all speculation and alleged information at this point, but if the network and producers are allegedly getting rid of 3 OG housewives, Giselle, Robin, and Charisse, do you think it's a good move? Or if you do, let me know in the comment section below. If you think it's a bad move, also let me know in the comment section below. Alright, Kinfolk, as always, if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys over on the next one. Peace.